All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are here today in Promenade Estates. That's a community in Palmer Ranch, which is in Sarasota, Florida. It's a beautiful day. Cumulus clouds in the sky. Sun is somewhere on the horizon. Beautiful, atypical, wintry December day here in Sarasota. So basically, we're looking at new construction homes here, 1 year old, 2 year old, something like that. They're still building in the community, and for the most part, these are very nice homes. They're built well. They good roofing systems, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical. So Promenade Estates, they make good homes. What I would say is that just in general about the home inspection service I offer, we do look at the roof, plumbing, air conditioning, electrical, interior, exterior, garage. We go up in the attic, and we also do the wind mitigation inspection if you need that. And so all these processes can uncover things that the builder may have overlooked or possibly forgot to do, or maybe did in a way that could be done better. So anyway, that's kind of the purpose of a home inspection. But what I will say is that the counties of Sarasota and Manatee do quite a good job on the inspections as the homes are being built. So they do have a lot of good inspectors that come out and look at the projects and make sure things are going to a certain degree well. But then what those inspectors don't do is they don't actually check the functionality of those systems. So the AC guy or the plumbing inspector or the electrical inspector, they don't actually check the showers, the outlets. The AC guy is not going to make sure that every vent in every bedroom is operating, that the refrigerant splits are good or the cooling splits are good. So there's the county inspectors, they kind of do a design intent inspection. They look at what's been done and they say that looks like it's good and should be effective. But then a home inspector would go in and say, let me see if this actually works. And does the shower get pressure? Is the water coming out of the hot on the shower actually a good 110, 105 degrees?
Good.
Or is it 88 degrees or is it 90 degrees? I mean, that happens to me all the time where I'll go to do new construction and the showers, the cartridge valves inside the hardware in the showers are not set to the right temperature, and so they're putting out lukewarm water. And obviously that's not the biggest defect, but it's just one of those things that builders maybe don't necessarily dial into. So also I was going to mention that in your process, when you're looking at new construction homes, there's obviously a lot of communities you can choose from. If you're looking for a realtor to represent you, to bring you in there, over the years I've met some pretty good realtors that maybe stick with me because I'm a pain in the butt, but they actually want a good inspection.
Good.
So there's some realtors that
They're fun.
have so let's say just good feelings about, because I've seen them in action over the years, and they're looking more towards a long-term relationship with a buyer. They're not just looking to jam somebody in a house, get their commission and run. So if you're looking for someone like that, I have a couple of those. And so let's see, what else? I also know plumbers, electricians, carpenters, painters, all that kind of stuff, which you really shouldn't need on a new construction house, but sometimes you want to add something on, so I know people like that and I can recommend that. But yeah, so what are my thoughts on new construction homes? Well, one of the things that I always kind of feel is a pretty good piece of advice is if you can buy a 2-year-old home rather than a brand new home, you will get something that has been tuned up by the original owner where they kind of worked with the builder to get the house all the way to where the homeowner wanted it to be. Because sometimes builders will leave you with a home that has a few unfinished things. I mean, brand new homeowners, I'm sure they'll tell you about this, but sometimes they, some little hiccups that maybe could have been done better. So I always think it's a neat piece of advice is if you can find a 2-year-old home, you're basically getting a nearly new home, but it's been kind of massaged by an owner. So obviously that's not always an option, but it's just a piece of advice there. So Sarasota, Florida, we've got shingle roofs. These roofs, they last on average, about maybe 17 to 25 years on average. Sometimes they go longer, sometimes they go less. Windows and doors, you want to keep those exercised because they will seize up on you over the years, so you want to open and close those every once in a while. Interesting design feature on these houses, the water will kind of run right into the doorway there. There's a little bit of like you can kind of see how the two valleys come together over the doorway. Some of them have gutters, some of them don't. So it's a good spot to put a gutter if you don't have one. But yeah, that's about it. I'm happy to help with any advice or anything that you may need to know about homes. So if you want to call me and just find out what I like, what I don't like, I'm happy to share that information. So yeah, it's a good job, and have a good day.